Right, Katie.
Yeah.
Do you remember a show called Game of Thrones?
Yep.
Remember how it was crap after the first 4 seasons? And all the rest of it was crap.
It had its good moments. It had its good moments.
D&D just blew it completely because they ruined all of the characters. They butchered my boy Jamie. Everyone just got ruined. Remember that? Remember that show?
Yeah.
Yeah? Didn't spend very much money on it. It was only a minor production. But they're making another show. We've already reacted to one trailer. This is another trailer. It's called House of the Dragon, featuring one of my favourite actors, Matt Smith. Brilliant actor, and he's criminally underrated. So I really hope that this is a good series, because God knows Morbius is probably terrible. And he needs something good, and I hope this is really good because I want him to succeed.
I hope this is good as well because I want to see more of the Game of Thrones universe.
Yeah.
Like,
the
come
world
to
of
life.
Ice and Fire.
Yeah, and it has so much potential and there's so much they can do. But I just don't want them to like mess it up. I hope this is really good. I hope they put money into it. I hope it looks good. I hope the dragons when they're in it look
And I
good.
hope David Benioff and D.B. Weiss are nowhere near it. I hope that.
Yeah.
So let's react, see what we can pick up, and then we'll talk a little bit about Game of Thrones.
That's going to be you ranting about what you didn't like about Game of Thrones. Here we go.
What is this brief mortal life?
This must be Storm's End.
The pursuit of legacy.
Is that a dragon egg?
That was Rhys Evans.
Oh.
Ooh, that Trish is riding it. Ooh.
To be faithful to King Viserys and to his named heir, Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen.
Rhaenyra.
Men would sooner put the realm to the torch
He's playing Damon.
than see a woman ascend the Iron Throne.
August 21st, that's not that far.
We play an ugly game. You have the determination to win it.
Ooh.
Oh.
History does not remember blood. It remembers names.
Oh. Is that oh, what was his name?
What name?
Oh, the name of the dragon. It's
Caraxes.
no. Is it just cannibal
Whose?
or something? It's no one's dragon. It was a dragon in the cave on Dragonstone, and it would eat the other dragons, and like no one could tame it. It was potentially older than Balerion, or the same age. Like, is that him?
Maybe.
Looks like he's in a cave.
Well,
I don't.
this is Damon, and his dragon was called Caraxes.
Yeah, but I saw a cave and I saw a dragon and I was like, ooh, is that going to be him?
So
Looks
Damon Targaryen is the younger brother of Viserys the First, who we see here. This is Viserys the First. Where is he? This is Viserys the First. Don't know what sword that is, but Daemon uses Dark Sister,
Oh, which is Visenya's sword.
which is Visenya's sword, and he is also a consort. Is it consort of Rhaenyra? Did they say her? They did say her name. I can't pronounce
Princess Rhaenyra,
Rhaenyra. That's her name. Who is she? I think
who is the daughter of...
the daughter of Viserys the First.
Yes,
So Daemon's nephew, niece, yes. But it's interesting because as far as sort of times in Westeros goes, this isn't like what I would say the most interesting. Like, you would think if they were going to go, right, we're going to have this big, massive show, spin away from Game of Thrones,
yeah.
who are you going to base it on? You'd think they would go, well, is it the Dance of Dragons?
To be honest, I assumed it would be either Aegon the Conqueror or the Dance of the Dragons, just because that's like the two obvious
Robert
ones.
Rebellion.
Yeah. but fair play to
I
them.
suppose, yeah.
To be fair, they're probably trying to test the waters to say, okay, do people want more Game of this world? Do people want more of this?
Yes, as long as D&D don't write it. This they say about Damon Targaryen is that he's one of the best fighters in the world. He's a brilliant warrior, which is cool. You know, I'm all for seeing Matt Smith do some fighting. But I want to know who Rhys. I'm going to get the cast up. Rhys Evans is playing because he is the Hand of the King.
Usually with Game of Thrones, you can look at them and tell which house they're from.
Well,
I would say he's either
I thought Lannister because he's blonde.
potentially Lannister. I would say maybe Baratheon. You can't. When did the Tyrells get Highgarden?
He's Otto Hightower.
Hightower. Oh. Yeah, he could be a Tyrell because Tyrell's got.
They got it after the Hightowers,
Highgarden
didn't
after.
they? Yeah, they got it after the Hightowers, though.
I thought the Tyrells got it during Aegon and that.
Yeah, they did. Oh no.
I thought they did.
They might have done. I can't remember. There's a few. Prince Aegon Targaryen. Jacaerys Velaryon.
It's gonna be so difficult to remember like the
Oh, it
families
is.
because the Targaryen lineage is just insane.
Yeah.
It's like crazy difficult.
All names that just sound the same. Oh no, wait. She isn't Princess Rhaenyra. What? I think she is the one at the beginning that you see. Not her. Her. She's Princess Rhaenyra.
Right. So who's the other one?
No idea.
Does it not say on there?
What's her there?
I thought it says her name though.
It says, but she might be Viserys' wife, the younger one. I don't think that's. No, it says that. Look, Rhaenyra. And that is her. She's Rhaenyra. They might be the same people. I mean, they might be the same people. It might be, you know.
But either way, it looks like that younger one is going to be marrying
Viserys.
the Valyrian.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Which happened quite a lot. Targaryens and Valyrians just married each other often. So who was...
That's Otto Hightower.
I wonder if that... I was going to say, I wonder if that was... Kingsguard, but it doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't look like it.
First, look at a dragon.
Yeah. Look at the Iron Throne.
I like the look.
It's weird though that it's
Coming down.
When I read the books, this isn't how I imagined the Iron Throne, because this just looks like the swords,
Yeah.
like sort of lay, and obviously the Iron Throne in the Game of Thrones series wasn't very good.
It looks a lot bigger though.
Yeah.
Like it does look taller. Although to be fair, like the Iron Throne, it was like it's supposed to be like a huge, wasn't it? Like you had to climb up it to get
it's
to
like
the top.
6 families' armies worth of swords, so
Like thousands
even
of
this
swords.
isn't really enough.
I wonder if it'll explain it. Like I had to do like some deconstruction work or something to get it smaller.
Maybe. I mean, it still looks good. You know. Yeah, it's just weird that. I mean, maybe they're trying to go. They try to do something like going right. Okay, so we're going to move away from spectacle and we're going to try and get back to politics.
Yeah.
Because the political nature of it was what made the first 2 seasons at least like really good. You know, the battles and everything in the later seasons were okay, but it wasn't the big spectacles that got fans involved. Do you know what I mean? It was the.
It was playing the game, wasn't it? It was playing the Game of
intrigue,
Thrones
yeah.
and like. Yeah.
And I think that's probably what they're doing here. Is that
As well, though, this is like. I don't know. I'm curious to know how far it's gonna go as well. Like how many years they're gonna go on for it.
Yeah.
Where is that?
That is not King's Landing, is it?
No, I didn't know if that was Valyria. Looks like it could be like the ruins, but why would they go in Valyria? Because
They shouldn't be able to get to Valyria.
No.
Not this many people, anyway.
well, because wasn't there a story of one of the Targaryens being flown there by Balerion, and she got like ill and like died.
Yeah, she came back and she was all like mangled and she had
like,
dragon scales on her face and everything.
So that can't be
Was
Valyria,
that?
surely.
Was it Rhaenyra?
It was one. She was quite young, because she wasn't. It like Balerion wasn't. She wasn't Balerion's rider, so she couldn't control
well, I
him.
mean, obviously she wasn't Balerion's rider
Balerion
because
had a few riders.
yeah, but his main rider was Aegon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That
Who
is
do you
not.
think?
It's not King's Landing either, is it?
That could.
Because the Iron Throne's not there. It's not
I don't
swords.
know. I was gonna look at her. I'm trying to figure out who like everyone is based on what they look like.
It's going to be weird though because it's different to Game of Thrones, isn't it? Because it's set a few hundred. It must be set at least 100 years before. So that means there's families there that aren't there anymore. You know, there's characters who will be completely different. The landscape of the land will be completely different.
Yeah.
You know, there'll be different people's names who we'll have to get used to again, and it's fine for readers of the books because you can attach yourself to certain names and understand who they are. It's just my hope with this is that they don't go, alright, we need to somehow connect this to Game of Thrones beyond them going, okay, so he's a Targaryen, you know.
I feel like that's enough. Like that's just show us the Targaryen lineage. Just do that and make a cool series out of it.
Yeah, because God knows we're all bloody sick and tired of waiting for the next book.
I wonder if she's a Tully. Looks like she has gingerish hair. Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Them activating an egg.
I just want dragons. I just want loads of dragons. So show me loads of dragons.
Oh dear.
Baby dragons, big dragons. I want to see dragons just like...
These are the Valerians.
Oh.
This looks like younger time.
Yeah.
Doesn't look as old as when he had long hair. He does suit the Targaryen look, to be fair, with the blonde hair. It's just a shame they don't have purple eyes.
They kind of got written into a corner though, didn't they? Because they didn't have purple eyes in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Is that the throne? I think is that the throne?
Yeah, looks like it.
Maybe this is like a wedding.
Well, that's someone's dead there.
Yeah, that's a funeral. I wonder who.
There's a lot of Targaryens there, so it's a Targaryen. It's got silver hair.
That's a coffin, that though.
Is it?
Yes, that's not a person lying on top of that.
I thought
That's
it was
a coffin.
a person. Still though, I'm still gonna say it's probably a Targaryen.
Let's assume so.
I'm really curious to know how far after the conquest of King of Westeros this is.
This is
How many years after? Because I'm trying to imagine what like the land's like. Is there going to be tension with certain houses? So like, are the Martells alright with the Targaryens at this point? Because they were the longest holding against them. So
no, it's him. If it's him, he was not a very good. Oh no, it is him.
that's him.
I think. Queen. First wife was Aemma Arryn. Second wife Alicent Hightower.
Right. So this is probably his second wife.
Viserys Targaryen, the first of his name, alias the Young King. Didn't look that young there, did he?
Well, he's pretty young when he first became king.
I'll just double check. House of the Dragon. Cast. No, Viserys the first. What was it on?
But when? How long after the conquest is this?
Reign 103 after the conquest.
So it's 103 years after.
Yes.
Right.
After but the seeds for the civil war known as the Dance of Dragons that would much later engulf the realm were inadvertently sown in his reign.
Right.
Viserys was a dragon rider who rode Balerion until the dragon died of old age during the reign of Jaehaerys I. Viserys never bonded with another dragon after Balerion's death.
So what you're saying is we're not going to see Balerion?
Well, you never know.
Or, I mean...
I'll probably read more of this there.
Yeah. I need to read more of the history of it just to get, like, a grasp.
Fire and Blood. That's what you need to read. Yeah, it's nice to be excited about Game of Thrones again.
No. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. I'm curious. I really want this. If that's the case, and if this is like showing you the early days of the Dance of the Dragons, it's going to go from now until Dance of the Dragons,
Maybe.
and then just do the whole thing. Because it doesn't have to be like year for year. They could skip a few years.
Yeah.
You know, but
it's just weird. I think it's weird.
I also don't know how I'd feel about it though, because I don't want to see loads of dragons dying.
You want loads of Targaryens?
What? I can handle people dying more than I can handle dragons dying.
You can handle people dying more than CGI dying. Yeah, it's nice to be excited about Game of Thrones again. That's how I feel about it. Like, after the disaster that was season 8, the horror show that was season 7, the pants display that was season 6, and the downward slope that was season 5. You know, I'm excited to be excited about Game of Thrones again. Or House of the Dragon. And, you know, people can try and argue with me, but you're wrong. Game of Thrones never recovered after season 4.
So there's good moments, but...
Name any of the good moments that came after season 4. Tyrion was completely terrible.
But when I say good moments, I mean like good scenes.
Yeah, go on.
So like when Daenerys first rode Drogon was a good scene.
Did she do that in season 5?
Yeah.
It sure wasn't season 4.
No. Was that season 5 or season 4? Or was it the end of season 4?
It was when Tyrion was there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, Tyrion was there.
Because she rode it during the...
When she was escaping the...
Sons of the Harpy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, right, okay, I'll give you that.
Battle of the Bastards. Had its good moments.
Apart from being completely silly and stupid and plot armor full.
So it had its good moments.
I mean, it looked pretty. Don't get it wrong. You know, most of the show looked pretty, but from a storytelling point of view, it was silly, wasn't it? Jon Snow withstands a cavalry charge, constant arrows barrage. You know, it's this battle where Sansa knows about the Knights of the Vale, doesn't decide to tell Jon, then rides off and gets the Knights of the Vale after the fact. It's all very silly, isn't it? It's very poorly written. This coming from me, who's never written anything in my life. But yeah, you know, I don't need to tell you all about my opinions on Game of Thrones, because most sensible people also have those same opinions.
I just hope that this is so good that they go, yes, now let's just make loads of stuff, and then they do Aegon the Conqueror, they do like Robert's Rebellion, they do just loads of stuff. I want loads of stuff.
I would be quite happy seeing Maegor the Cruel.
They could do that.
Oh, you never know. The Blackfire Rebellions would be another good one, but that's probably too close to Game of Thrones. Would probably confuse a lot of people. What else was I going to say? Yeah, it's so annoying that they haven't brought out another book. You know what I mean?
There's going to be another 2, isn't there?
Yeah, Winds of Winter and
we're going to be like dead by the time the last
Song
one
of
comes
Spring.
out.
I know. Do you know what the thing is though? He wrote the first 2, and each one had 2 years in between.
Mm-hmm.
It was like he wrote the first one. There was 2 years. Then he wrote the second one. Then there was 2 years, and he wrote the third one. and then like there was like 6 years between the third and the fourth, and then like 11 years between the fourth and the fifth, and that was like 2006 or something when that came out. It's been years, and he turns around and goes, "I've made progress. How many chapters have you written? 15." I was like, "Oh, well, oh, brilliant, 15 in a book that's going to have about 200 chapters. Oh, thank God."
He just likes to take his time,
I
doesn't he?
know,
But I
but
just don't know.
people say, and he says, right, "Oh, you don't owe us anything." It's like, but you do. It's like that. Those are the die-hard fans that love your books. We don't like the series, and we're constantly holding out for you. You know, he wrote World of Ice and Fire. He wrote Fire and Blood. He wrote The Adventures of Dunk and Egg, or whatever it was. And it's like, give us Game of Thrones. Show us how you wanted it to really end, and maybe you can salvage some of the characters that were destroyed by the series. I hope he watches this. Watch this, George Martin.
Stop straining your shoulder.
And listen to what I'm telling you. Yeah, let's hope it's good. I hope it's good for Matt Smith's sake. Yeah, that's her that's in the beginning there.
Mm-hmm.
That's Rhaenyra. Otto Hightower.
Is that her attacking?
Is that them about to fight? So, my thing is probably that that's the first wife, and she's the second. The one trying to stab her is the second.
Who of Damon?
Hmm?
Was his name Damon?
Damon's Matt Smith.
Yeah. I thought they were married. Rhaenyra and Damon.
Yeah, they are. I mean, Viserys' first wife.
But that's Rhaenyra.
It's not Rhaenyra, that's the young lass.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That's Rhaenyra.
Oh, no, might be.
Does not remember blood.
Maybe.
I've already. What was his name? Is it Cannibal, or is like Carnivore or something like that?
Carnivorous.
Because he ate other dragons and no one could tame him. And he was just like in the caves of Dragonstone.
Who knows? I'll do some research on it there.
I'm sure he's just like, I'm sure he was like full black as well.
Right, that's us. Let us know what you think down in the comments. What time period would you like to see in Game of Thrones? Tell me how I'm wrong about seasons 5 to 8. Nicely, if you please, and I may even indulge you with a discussion. What else? Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell notified when we upload. We upload every weekday. Anything else you want to say?
Comes out not that long after my birthday. Exciting stuff.
Yeah, only what, 11, 12 days, 13 days?
Mm.
I don't know, only 2 weeks.
What?
Why is nothing ever released in September? I don't get anything on my birthday. I get FIFA, that's it. Useless.
Because it's like that's in like the middle of summer, so it's like that's when they want to release stuff.
Summer's June and July. August is like the back end of summer.
It's not. I'm talking about like school summer.
Oh, yeah.
Like when the schools are off and everything, you know.
Yeah.
At least in the UK anyway.
Yeah. We don't know how you foreigners do it. Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Why'd you say it like that for?
I don't know.
Go.
Trigger someone.
I need to know.